Well, well, well. All right. Better turn that down so it don't echo. Woo! Okay, none of this tonight, guys. None of that. None of that tonight, guys. We just got ourselves a solid blue, still representing the BBN, Big Blue Nation. Let me make sure my cup is over this way. Sonic paper that way. All right, let's see, we got one in, one watching. Let's see if we can get a few more to start popping in here. And we'll talk about some of the game tonight, what we thought was going on, and what we think, to look forward to. So about scheduling and all kinds of stuff. Let me share this out again. I'm going to share this out right now to try to get some more individuals to come in. If you guys are coming in now, I don't necessarily see your comments right off the bat. If you could hit that like button, share out, that'd be great. I'd really appreciate it. Right now, I'm just trying to share out on Facebook and Twitter. And we're going to hopefully start to see some people come on in, and then we'll be able to really see what's going on. Two watching now. No comments just yet. 10:02 p.m. It's 11/4/22. Not 11, sorry. What am I thinking? 1/4/22. January 4th, 2022. So, let's talk about this, because if you come in later, whatever, it's all good. You can always rewatch the replay, and we can talk about. You can make comments in there. If you ever watch the replay, guys, please hit the like button. Share out the replay. Make comments in the replay. Do what you want to do if you're not here for the live. Okay? Trying to get more people to come into the lives. Trying to get more things after Kentucky games, Kansas City games. This is what we're going to be doing. We're going to be doing lives after those games. I had to wait a little bit later because I had to eat dinner. I had bowling night tonight, so I got to watch some of the game. Not all of it. I do want to get an update on a couple of players that I'm trying to figure out if they're okay or hurt. We're talking about Wheeler and also Ty. I don't know the severities or if they both were injured, or but I noticed Ty wasn't on the floor towards the end of the game, and I think Wheeler definitely wasn't. Wheeler played like 3 minutes total. So I don't know if they've released any information just yet on those particular players. But if I go over to KSR, Kentucky Sports Radio, we're looking right now. So unsure. They have a thing about unsure about Shavir Wheeler injury. He ran into a screen by LSU 7-footer, Ethan Reed. So we don't know. We don't know about him. So, and I guess there really was nothing on Ty. I guess Ty wasn't injured, and I'm just not looking at that correctly. So, but we still don't know the severity of Wheeler, and that's okay. Hey, Mac, what's up, man? It's good to see you, my friend. Make sure that, okay. I saw something spinning there. Sorry about that, Mac. I wasn't in here just right off the bat when you said that. I wanted to apologize, but Okay, we spent a few minutes there getting into the brunt of stuff. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about it, and we're not gonna sugarcoat this or nothing. Okay, Kentucky went down tonight. They went to LSU. They lost. LSU was ranked 21st. Kentucky's ranked 16th. You should know the final score by now, 65-60. Ironically, it was in the first half, Kentucky lost by 5, 30-35, and then in the second half, Kentucky obviously ends the game losing by 5 because they tied 30-30. So the second half, Kentucky definitely did some stuff better. That's why they weren't down 5 extra points and didn't lose by 10. They still lost by 5. So they made adjustments. LSU seems like maybe they didn't make too many adjustments. They kept everything the same, and it was good enough to get the job done tonight. And so that's something we need to look at and really talk about. Kentucky now looks like they have a couple of games coming up after this that we'll get into a little bit. But first, let's talk about who my Trio of the Game award. And we've talked about this before. Oh, and my special item tonight is a Painted Rock of Kentucky, UK. My mom gave me this for Christmas. I told her, Mom, it don't matter about gifts or anything. I just want you to come by. You just give me a rock. So she gave me that rock. She also gave me earbuds for Kansas City, but she also gave me that rock. So let's get into this. Let's talk about this. All right, so who's my Trio of the Game? Even after a loss, there's still players that played pretty good. Tonight, very sparingly, I'm going to be able to find players that played really, really good. But I definitely know 3 players that stood above everyone else. Jacob Toppin, 14 points, 8 rebounds. He did that while Oscar had 13 rebounds, but only 8 points. Oscar's kind of went down, a little bit last few games. Not like a bunch or anything, but it's starting to look a little bit alarming. So we got to get Oscar more motivated again to be a more force, because I can't have Oscar at 13 and 8. I need him at like 15 and 12, or even more. I need him 16 boards, 18 boards with at least 14 points. I mean, somewhere in that neighborhood. That's where we really want Oscar. But Toppin stepped in. He did great. 14 points, 8 rebounds. Davion Mintz played when Wheeler, obviously went down. Davion Mintz had 16 points. And I think he was like 4 of 5 from the free throw line. I think that stat's correct. That's what I thought I saw. But let's look at Kellen Grady. Grady was like, oh my God, like 4 of 12 behind the arc, or 3 of 12 or something. He just didn't do that great shooting. Like overall, he made some, but that's not the point that I want to put him, and why I wanted to put him as a Trio Award winner. He had 13 points, but he's basically an Iron Man of this game. There's 40 minutes in his basketball game. He played 39 minutes. The dude only sat a minute. That's injuries and all kinds of other stuff going on there, so definitely can't take anything away from him. I mean, he played best he could with all the minutes that he was playing. I feel like if he plays a little bit less minutes and gets some more breaks, he comes in more fresh, maybe knocks down a few more shots. So I don't think the statistical part of the Kellen Grady game was something to be like, oh, we're excited about. But the fact that he played 39 minutes for you is astonishing, because it's almost an Iron Man. It's almost a complete game. It's 1 minute from a complete game. So very nice to see that. We come up short, though. Lost by 5. Where could we have made up some points? Well, there's 2 areas that we need to work on for sure coming out of this game. Let's first off, LSU didn't shoot that great from the free throw line either. They had 15 shots at the free throw line. They made 8. It's 53%. Kentucky had 20 attempts at the free throw line and only made 10, 50%. So that's a minus 10 there. You lost by 5. You left 10 possible extra points on that free throw line. Now, we're not going to say they're going to go perfect, but even if they get 5 out of that 10, they're a tie ball game right now. If they can get 6 out of that 10, they win by 1. Now, you could do the same argument with LSU that they got to shoot better too, and if they made more, they'd win by more, and so on and so forth. But at the end of the day, Kentucky left 10 points on that line, so there's where they could get extra points. Got to be a better free throw shooting team. If you're going to shoot 20 free throws, you got to make more than 10. I mean, none of us here need to be mathematical geniuses to understand that. 50% is not going to cut it in the SEC. Speaking of the SEC, Kentucky now is 1-1 in SEC conference play, I believe. And then also we got, let me go back to the, let's look at make sure we got that right. Kentucky, another thing they need to work on for sure is turnovers. We had 15 turnovers in this game. 15. I didn't even look at the fast break points to see what was scored off the fast break, how many points LSU scored there. And there's another, probably a certain spot or two that you could see that off those turnovers, how many points did LSU score. And LSU's getting killed by Kansas State in football, though. Thanks to ESPN for that stat. I'm also going to look at ESPN here for the Kentucky stats. Duke's winning. They're going to win their game. Let's see. Yeah, 65. So that's a tough one, guys. Tough one. So, where's the... let me look right here at the rebounds were dead even, 39. Turnover, 15. They both had 15 turnovers. But you can't have 15 turnovers. You just can't. If you're LSU or Kentucky, you cannot have 15 turnovers. Largest lead, both teams had a largest lead of 9. I think Kentucky even had a second half lead of 9 and dwindled it down and just lost it. I think the field goal percentage, they were higher. 3-point percentage, they were a little bit higher. Really, though, guys, rebounds was dead even. I don't see a points off turnovers. So I don't have that for you. But I will tell you this. What we need to work on was clean up the free throw shooting, clean up the rebound or the turnovers. You cut the turnovers down to 10, right? And out of that 15, if you take 5 away and say 2 of those 5, you score 2 points each. Now you're only down 1. And then if you would attempt it and made just 2 more free throws, you'd be winning by 1. Because, if you take 5 and cut it down to 10 turnovers only, in that 5 possessions, you're going to say that you're going to score only twice. But that's better than not scoring at all. And so that means that you had 3 other dead possessions, but you would have scored 2 points each of those possessions. 2 times 2 is 4. And then you would have had an extra free throw or so over here. You could win. It's just 2 free throws over here. You could win. It's stuff like that that's going to come back to haunt us. Let's talk about one other thing too before we kind of start wrapping up. Remember to share this out if you're watching a replay. If you like Kentucky basketball or you just like sports in general, you want to critique me a little bit, you want to say something in the comments section, whatever, go ahead. I don't care. I'll be glad to answer questions and answer them the best way I can. Let's look at, when we're looking at the record here of Kentucky now, okay, which is 11-3, and we were 16th. We're not going to be 16th anymore. I can tell you that right now. Probably be about 23rd. I mean, if you beat Georgia, maybe 22. Not that Georgia's a highly talented team, but it is what it is. But you got to have. We're 6th in the SEC right now with that loss. But let's look at this. Okay. Grady says work on his shot is paying off. Okay, that was, well, whatever. Let's look at the road games and neutral games real quick before we sign off. This is another thing that's affecting us. These last 2 things I'm going to say. All right, Duke, neutral. loss. True road at Notre Dame, loss. Neutral road fill-in North Carolina, W. That's a win. True road game, LSU, loss. Notre Dame was true, and LSU, meaning they were actually at their home courts. Duke neutral, North Carolina neutral. So you split the neutrals, but you've lost both true roads. Now here's what I'm going to say to you. Road games do matter. They're going to matter for seeding purposes because you need to win. Regardless of where you're winning at, just win the gosh darn ball games. That's going to help the committee give you a better seeding. So that's where the road games come and matter, and they need to matter. Neutral games, though, I tend to look at it more, but we don't have a big sample size of neutral games, do we? We get, 2, 3 a year, whatever, 4 max. But the neutral games give us a better idea, unless you count conference tournaments. That's different. I'm not counting. I'm talking about regular season. But neutral games, though, that's where you got to look at, because that's kind of like a tournament game, because you're playing a neutral site. Could be close to one school or another, but it's not their home court, and they're not used to necessarily playing there. It's a neutral game. Now, we're 1-1 in neutral games. We lost to Duke, not by many points, and then we beat the North Carolina up pretty badly. So, neutral games are okay. I mean, I feel this. It's weird. I do not feel trusted with Kentucky on the road in the SEC. But if we play these same SEC teams in a neutral site game, I feel more trustworthy of the Cats. There's something about playing home and home road games or whatever. Just something about other people's gyms that Kentucky, ever since like John Calipari, has had some issues with going to other people's gyms. Not a lot of issues. Also, don't be typing in, do you know his record? Blah, blah, blah. Yes. But I'm saying the games we have lost, obviously the heartbreaking ones and the ones we probably shouldn't lose sometimes, we're more likely definitely on the road and not at Rupp. Now, we've had some heartbreaking ones at Rupp, especially even last season. But other than that, most of them been on the road. So, the next key thing I want to go in on here is our next games. We have at home against Georgia. Then we go on the road to Vandy. I don't care how bad Cal plays on the road with this team or whatever. That's got to be a dub. The Georgia game's got to be a dub. Tennessee's at home. And they're ranked. They're a good basketball team. I almost said football. They're a good basketball team. They are. But you're at home. With losing these road games, you have to hold serve at home now. You have to hold serve at home. So you got to find a way to win that. Texas A&M is the next road game after that. I mean, the BPI, the power index on ESPN indicated that we should win that game. Well, they're giving Texas A&M 29% chance to win. So we should win that game. We should win that game. But we should and could and would and if. I don't know. I don't know at this point. I'm getting concerned. You're over 70% chance, 71% chance to win that game, and you should win that game. You should win that game against Texas A&M. So, theoretically, guys, we should see wins against Georgia, Vandy, Tennessee, and Texas A&M, which would really help us. Because then you're sitting at 15-3 with finally a win against a ranked opponent, which would be Tennessee if they hold on to the ranking, right? If nothing happens to them, they can hold on to ranking. That would be awesome. Also, one last thing before I sign off. Don't forget to hit that like button, guys. Please share this out, please, all right? Watching the replay, share it out, like it, leave comments, all that kind of stuff. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you. But definitely it's Sharp, Shaden Sharp. Don't know if he's eligible or not. Don't know if he's eligible or not. Don't know what is his situation is, when exactly was he there? Is he out in Lexington? I don't want to go into all details that I don't know for sure. I just know that he's supposed to come. He's going to redshirt. But on nights like tonight, where you weren't getting much out of Ty, and I don't know exactly if there was an injury or not. I heard from a buddy of mine said Ty may have got a little banged up too. But I think he played still 33 minutes or 29 minutes or something like that. He still played minutes. So, but on nights like that, and the nights when you have issues with Wheeler being because he's hurt, red shirt or not, if he was available, red shirt or not, this is a night where we talk about would that red shirt become a cape, and would he jump out of a phone booth, and become our Superman? This was a night that you needed that takeover player. We didn't have that takeover player. Ty wasn't that takeover player. Wheeler was hurt, so he couldn't be there. So we need Sharp. And I don't know if Shaden Sharp's going to play or not. I don't know about the eligibility things. From what I heard, he's coming in. He's going to practice. He's going to be on the bench. He's going to be in a uniform of some sort, but he's going to be redshirted and not playing games. But I'm telling you, based on tonight, they may need to reevaluate that, especially if Shavir Wheeler is let's say Wheeler's done for the season, which I doubt that. Let's say Wheeler's done for the next, the rest of the SEC. Can't come back to the SEC conference or SEC tournament. I mean, Sharp, if you're Shade Sharp, if you're listening to this, Mr. Sharp, you might as well turn the phrase of red shirt, just put blue shirt, and you're just going to be playing. We need you to play. You're going to be playing. So that's what I think, guys. If he's eligible to play and he would have been there tonight, I think he would have been in this game. And I don't know, if he would have just came in tonight and this would have been his very first game, I don't know if that would have made a difference and win the game or not. I don't know if this guy is going to do all that. But I can tell you, if he's been already practicing a while back, which he wasn't, but if he was, and he was still thinking about red shirt and he would have been sitting there tonight, and if he would have had a few practice sessions underneath him, then I think we would have definitely had a way better shot. But I think if he comes in now, starts practicing, he's there, he's redshirting, he's not going to play, but then Wheeler's going to be gone for a while. Maybe something happens with somebody else or something. Get in the game. Get in the game. If he can play, put him in the game. Because you need a takeover guy. You need a superstar guy. We have a team of really decent, good, great. Some might be slightly great, maybe. Some could be NBA players, obviously. Ty, maybe Oscar, right? Definitely NBA chance guys. But you don't have that definite lottery pick guy. I mean, Ty, I don't know if he's going to be a lottery or not. I mean, he could be. But besides that, maybe Oscar, maybe, I don't know, he might be a little bit late first, but you don't have that. So if Sharp's going to be definitely lottery pick possibly, you need him. If he can play. And I don't know. Comment down below if you know more than I do about that situation. Say, hey, John, he's not able to play. Quit talking about it. I will stop. But I'm just saying if he's going to be available, I don't care red shirt or not, play the dude now. Play him this year. Play him now if you can. Not today because he ain't even been practicing. Once he gets practicing underneath him, and he's sitting on that bench and something like this happens again, he's got practices underneath him, he's gelled with the team in practice the best he can, put him out on the floor. Put him out on the floor. So, tough loss tonight, guys. Hats off to LSU. Y'all play tough. Good basketball playing at your home. I think we get to see you again. I think we do get LSU again, so we will look forward to that rematch. Let me make sure. We'll look forward to that rematch at Rupp. Do I think we'll win? I mean, if it was close here, 2-23. So February 23rd, we'll get them again, 8 o'clock, 8 p.m. Central Time at Rupp. I think we win that game. I think we win that game, guys. I do not think we got a 71% chance there, according to Matchup Predictor on ESPN, according to their basketball power index. A lot of people hate that thing, but I always like looking at it. It's fun. So, well, a lot to digest, a lot of stuff to work on. No worries, BBN. Keep your head up regardless. LSU, hats off to you. Y'all played great. LSU fans, you should be happy. So we look forward to playing you guys, though, on the 23rd of February. Might be a different outcome. That's why we play the games, right? All right, guys. That's all I have. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share. Hit the little bell so you'll be notified next time I'm uploading or doing a live or whatever I'm going to do. Let's see. I don't really have any sports or nothing going on tomorrow. I don't know if I'll upload anything, but I definitely know I'll be uploading by Friday for a food review or so. And then definitely Saturday, because I know there's some Kentucky plays and stuff like that. Do we play Saturday? Let's see. We play Georgia on the 8th. Yeah. Yep. That's Saturday. And that will be my birthday. So I might do a birthday live. Hopefully Kentucky wins. That'd be a great, great birthday present. So, all right, guys. That's all I have. Later, guys. Bless Jesus for keeping us safe, right? And you all stay safe out there, right? All right, everyone. Later.